Alright, so this is going to be my draft analysis for this league, TGS, the Greatest Showdown. I'm going to try to speedrun this because I don't like drafting and I don't like having to explain this, but I need to make a video on it, so here we are. So I am this team with these Pokemon, and I picked Spectra first, fast, funny ghost type, clicked Shadow Ball, and it got Draining Kiss, so it's better than it was in Gen 8. Which makes it broken because it was already ridiculously good. Um, I follow that up with a Slowking Galar, not because it synergizes particularly well. Okay, I don't know. Let's say no thanks. I think my internet just cut out. Anyways, yeah, Slowking Galar doesn't synergize particularly well, but I liked it and I wanted it, so I picked it. It's only 14 points, which is cool, and it lets me get Satidan later in the draft, which is also cool. I wanted to get. I mean, okay, yeah, I guess I should say other things it does. I mean, it's a fairy resist, it's a fighting resist. Spectre isn't good defensively, so having another Pokemon who can be that fighting switch in is nice. Um, yeah, it's a ground and poison. It can also click T-Spikes, which is cool with Spectre, I guess. There's some semblance of synergy there, and it can bring it in sometimes. Okay, Lando T. Ground immunity to go with my G-King, a ground type. They're hard to come by. Well, it's hard to get a quality ground type if you wait too long in Gen 9, so I wanted to get this early. It's also a rocker. It's also a pivot. Good Pokemon. It got worse this gym, but it's still good. And yeah, so I liked it and I picked it. I needed to get some guy that helped the team, and so I got Blastoise who does those things in some way. It clicks spin, it switches into um, things that Lando doesn't like ice and water, and then it can also click Shell Smash, which makes it better than 9 points, so I figured it was okay to pick it because of that combination of spin and Shell Smash. So yeah, I figured it was okay to get it so early, even though it's 9 points. It's probably better than 9 points, so yeah, cool. I got Diancie because I'm really picky with my spikers, and I really like Diancie a lot more than all my other options. All the other spikers I like don't really synergize particularly well with my team, so Diancie it is. As a result, I couldn't afford to really get sniped, and I was relatively confident that the things that I wanted outside of Diancie were not going to go, or at least I had like some semblance of backup, so I was pretty confident in this pick. Actually, is that true? It's probably not true. I don't really remember at this point. The draft happened a little while ago. Anyways, the one thing that DNC does do that I'm not confident in relying upon it for on this team is it was meant to be like a dragon sponge, but I don't want to rely on that for that job. So I got Corviknight, who can also click U-turn and be another ground switch in, which is cool. It's also a nice general sponge, but unfortunately it doesn't do anything but click U-turn. But like I was being lazy with my team and I just want to take Fat because Fat is easy. It's also bad in Gen 9, but that doesn't really matter if I'm just being lazy because what will happen is that I'm going to get sick of having really painful matchups and I'm going to trade it away like halfway through the season most likely, or I'm just going to live with it. That happens a lot too. But it's okay. My team is like multifaceted. I'm not stuck in running fat stuff, even though my team is not super strong. It's got like some ways of getting around that. Um, yeah, okay. And then the ending is just some offensive guys that I yeah I picked to round out my team. Zarude is him. This Pokemon is the goat. Yeah, insane typing. No, wait, fuck. Insane stats, bad typing, other way around. Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah. Insane stats that are only really hindered by its typing in Moopool. Its Moopool got fixed this generation. It got SD, Trailblaze, Knockoff, and Terrablast. Yeah, that's like perfect. Basically, rounds out what it had already. And then yeah, it also has really good stats. It's ridiculously bulky, relatively fast, and strong, which is perfect. Very versatile Terra abuser because it means it can do basically anything you want. It can be defensive, it can be offensive. That's basically what I'm looking for in a good Terra user. Also gets amazing utility in like on-call taunt, jungle healing stuff. Cool Pokemon. And then Satidan is the goat. This Pokemon is epic. It was cheap, so I picked it. I used it recently. It was fun. I wanted to keep using it, so it's back. And then GZAP. GZAP is mandatory with Spectria. Halu told me that, so now it's on my team. Okay, cool. Uh, yeah, I think that's done. All right. I'll see you guys next week.